Welcome, soccer fans. OCA Media is proud to bring you this Panther varsity soccer match live from Huntoon Field. Today, your Oregon Panthers take on the Madison Memorial Spartans in a WIA regional playoff final. I'm Jeff Rohrer, along with Hayden Lohrentz and Miles on the camera work tonight, and we'll be bringing you all of today's exciting action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. This exclusive broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you with the financial support of these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. We'd like to welcome Tingles Graphic Design as our exclusive scoreboard sponsor as well for this season, helping businesses stand out with affordable marketing and website solutions. If this broadcast of Panther Sports is important to you, we need your help. We rely on you, our viewers, to help us continue providing streamings like this. Please visit ocamedia.com for more information on how you can help, or you can contact Paul. His email is paul@ocamedia.com. As we get ready to go here, my fine court, Hayden Lohrentz, is here, and he's going to bring us up to speed on what we're about to witness here.
Yeah, it should be a very fun matchup today between the Spartans and the Panthers. Panthers coming in as 2 seed this tournament, and the Spartans as the 7 seed. So, very good matchup here for the regional final. And the Panthers are coming in to this matchup 14-1-3, undefeated at home on the season. And the Spartans coming in 11-7-1. So 2 winning records, 2 very good sides. The Panthers average 5.2 goals a game now, win up since their 9-0 win against La Follette in the regional semifinal. And the Spartans average 1.6 goals a game. So 2 good scoring teams, and they both have very good winning records, as I said. So should be a good matchup today.
Absolutely, Hayden. These 2 teams just squared off in a regular season match, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it feels like they actually just played. It was my first one back on the mic since college, and it was also a good game. The Panthers ended up coming out on top in that one.
I believe, if memory serves, that final score was it 4-0 or 6-0?
6-0, yeah, in favor of the Panthers.
But don't mistake that. For those of us who were actually at that game, 6-0 sounds like it was a solid win, but that was actually a much more evenly matched game than the scoreboard indicated.
Absolutely, just a few more shots going the way of the Panthers and hitting the back of the net. And if the Spartans play the way they want to play, it should be a very, very close game today.
Absolutely. We're going to turn things over to our PA announcer, and we'll be back for the start of the first half.
Oregon Panthers. Madison Memorial High School, Oregon High School, and the WIA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. Accordingly, we request your cooperation by supporting today's participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of today's competition. On behalf of Athletics Director Brittany Spencer-Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy today's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. At this time, to honor America, would you please rise if you're able, remove your caps, and join in the singing of our national anthem. let's introduce today's starting lineups, beginning with the Val Phillips Memorial High School Spartans. In goal, a junior, number 1, Constance Ratliff. Junior defender, number 2, Lila Barnard. A sophomore midfielder, number 5, Brooklyn Holler. Senior defender, number 6, Sarah Ely. A senior midfielder, number 7, Catherine Erlinson. Senior midfielder, number 8, Michaela Campbell. Sophomore defender, number 9, Tessa Crowley. Freshman midfielder, number 10, Maureen Brace. Senior midfielder, number 12, Daniela Lopez. Freshman midfielder, number 14, Bennett Williams. And finally, junior forward, number 19, Vienna Ward. Memorial coached by Catherine Patton, assisted by Becca Collegio. And now the starting lineup for your Oregon Panthers. In goal, senior captain, number 0, Reese McCabe. Junior, number 4, Maya Maloney. Number 5, junior, Sophia Fulmer. Senior captain, number 7, Ava Budsick. Sophomore, number 8, Jalen Jones. Number 9, sophomore, Aaron McAllister. Junior, number 11. Number 15, sophomore, Amaria Dirks. Junior, number 21, Reese Richardson. Number 22, freshman, Amelia Jacob. And finally, junior captain, number 23, Kylie Steele. Oregon coached by Chris Mitchell, assisted by Matt Ullman and John Melby. Friends, friendly reminder, if your family members, acquaintances, friends are not able to make it out to Huntoon Field this afternoon, today's WIA Regional Final is being live streamed by our friends at OCA Media. Jeff and Hayden both on the call today. That game is available by searching OCA Media, one word, on YouTube or going to ocamedia.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is the first half about to get underway between the Oregon Panthers and the Memorial Spartans in this WIA regional final game. Again, Hayden, we come into this game 2 winning records, 2 solid squads. You know, the Panthers took care of business against La Follette with fair ease the other day, but I don't think this match is going to be quite that easy.
No, it definitely will not be, as Memorial has quite a strong defensive line, and the Panthers really didn't struggle in that La Follette one because La Follette didn't really try to have an offensive attack, as we saw a lot of defenders staying back, so really gave the Panthers a lot of experience with playing with a team that wants to really stack the box with quite a bit of defenders, and so just building different ways to score and get around that, not just, you know, shooting from outside the 18-yard box, but really setting up plays.
And there were quite a number of good team goals in that game as well. As you mentioned, La Follette seemed happy to just put, really, it was 9 in the box. They just had one player kind of upfield just in case they got that lucky break. But they really stacked the box and so made the Panthers work for it inside.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what you want to see if you are the coach of the Panthers, is having them do just some nice passes, some maybe 1-2s in the box, maybe just even setting up some, you know, rebounds. We saw a few of those, just shots getting deflected by the keeper and then just rebounded in as we get underway here.
We are underway. Your Panthers are in the black, going from right to left. A big collision right out of the gate. That was between Maya Maloney and number 10 for Madison Memorial, Maureen Brace. Hard collision. They ended up giving the advantage to Memorial. So they get the free kick to start this off. That goes over everybody's head, but brought down by Derricks. Now Jones. She kicks outside to Rupenthal. Rupenthal, she's looking upfield. Finds Reese Richardson. Reese Richardson with a great turn and a great ball to Maya Maloney. Maloney is in, trying to get around her defender. That defender does a great job, as Maloney's got fantastic speed, so kudos to the defense on that one.
Yeah, and that's a good play by Reese Richardson, getting that through ball played. And here comes another through ball
And that one's from Steele. She was looking for Jacobs, but just didn't get quite the angle. And that was Constance Ratliff, the goalie for Memorial, able to intercept that one.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do if you're other Panthers. We see them time and time again go to that through ball. It works so well for them, and so that's going to be a real key to their success today.
Absolutely. A battle by Fulmer. Does a nice job of shielding that ball so that she could get some help from Derricks. Derricks finds the field up to Richardson. Richardson, she was looking to take a player on. She and Steele both had tremendous games. I think combining for 8 of the Panthers' goals, if I recall.
Yeah, really put it together, that dynamic duo up front, as they typically do.
Absolutely. 1 and 2 on the season with 33 and 21 goals apiece, not to mention their 12 and 9 assists apiece. Now this ball gets touched by Fulmer. Fulmer into the box. Had Maya Maloney on the back door. Very, very dangerous play. Great opportunity. Steele, she was trying to feed one inside, but didn't see the defender there. And now we have number 2, Barnard. She takes on Fulmer. She's able to beat Fulmer. She's now going to pass that in. That ball intercepted by Jones, down by Dierks. Dierks with a nice job. Dierks maybe just taking a little bit too much time, but bailed out by Jones. Now Fulmer looking across the field. Feeds it into a Memorial player. Now it's a race. Rupenthal. And we have a very late whistle. Looks like it's going to be a kick in favor of the Panthers. Was the indication handball, Hayden?
No, it was Maria Diericks, number 15 for the Panthers, getting fouled off the ball there, and the AR actually had his flag waved for quite a bit there.
Gotcha, so behind the play. We were kind of following the action on the play-by-play. I didn't see that transpire. Thank you for helping us out there. Now Jones, she takes the touch. She's going to play it wide to Rupenthal. Nice job playing it on the ground. Rupenthal beats that defender. That ball ricochets almost to Maloney, but placed downfield out of bounds. This is going to be a throw-in for the Panthers. Rupenthal takes the throw. Beautiful day out here in Oregon, Wisconsin. Very little wind. About 85 degrees outside, though, so I suspect we'll see some water breaks in this game.
Yeah, it is a pretty hot one out there, and not too much wind, as you mentioned, so.
Great job of helping out on D, but the ricochet just doesn't go. McAllister with a nice header. Heads it right down into the referee. Referee freezes the ball for his own interference.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate. Tough to get out of the way when the game's moving pretty fast.
That ball almost gets over the head, but nicely intercepted there by the Spartans. This ball looking to be fed. That's number 7, Erlandson. We talked about Erlandson a lot in the last game.
Yeah, a very pivotal player for these Spartans, and really the entire midfield for the Spartans has been really strong, so defense of the Panthers is going to have to look out for that one.
Erlandson tries to take the touch. That ball blasted out of bounds into the stands, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Spartans. This will be Crowley taking the throw. Referee indicates a bad throw, and we don't see a lot of bad throw calls anymore. There's a lot of leeway, but that one was pretty blatant.
Yeah, it's taught at a younger age not to do that, and usually the refs let them get away with it to a certain extent, but it really depends on what referee you get.
This ball fed upfield, hard foul from behind. That was number 14, Williams, just absolutely trying to wreck Richardson. That ball got through. That was a nice ball through, and that was a nice cutback by Maya Maloney. Maloney was trying to feed it in. I think she was trying for Jacobs, but it ended up getting intercepted by her own teammate.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there, and all wouldn't have mattered, though, as offsides is called.
Curious offsides call, because Maloney was clearly onside and was one that kicked it back. So I'm not really sure how that came into play, unless it was actually saying that he went across the end line for a goal kick, because she did line it up right on the goal line.
Yeah, not quite sure. The refs indicated that it could have been a goal kick for sure, but the Panthers on attack. Big shot.
And a nice shot. That was Steele running in on that and got a great foot on it. Now there's a discussion going on between the center ref and the side judges. Side judge indicating corner kick, center ref overruling, saying that it's a goal kick. Steele was trying to indicate that it ricocheted off a defensive player off of her shot. But referee says I'm in charge, and it's a goal kick. That's Dierks. Dispossessed. Now Jones playing heavy pressure. Jacob and McAllister team up, win that ball. This is a nice ball over the top. That was perfectly placed into the corner. Now Maloney. She's able to get her cross off. That ball. A nice left-footed strike. Not quite enough power in place, but a nice opportunity nonetheless.
Yeah, I didn't know it there, but McAllister actually was quite open. A few players open in the box there for the Panthers. But, again, spin around shot from Richardson. You're not going to be able to see those options.
Yeah, we've seen 3 times early in this game, though, where it feels like the Panthers aren't talking to each other, and the better option is being cut off by their own player. That ball bounces around, goes long. This is going to be an easy collection for McCabe, though. She plays, surveys, decides to throw it out to Rupenthal. Rupenthal trying to go long. Love to see her support just be a little bit more on the move so that we can play these balls on the ground rather than trying to force them over the top.
Yeah, and that's something that will take some time to develop, and the coaches, especially at halftime, will be really monitoring that and letting the players know. Jacob
runs this one down. Places a really nice ball to McAllister. McAllister has speed. She looks to cut inside. That third touch just got away from her. She had her player beat, but she let that one just get a little bit away. It's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get a throw-in for the Panthers. But a nice job between Jacob and McAllister there.
Yeah, that
couple of underclassmen.
Yeah, that duo does really well on this near side, especially in the beginning of first halves.
Fulmer, she crosses. Ratliff was going for the ball, and Maloney streaking in out of nowhere, gets to the ball first and almost puts one home.
That's a great play by Maloney, really catching the keeper off guard there. If you can get in front of some of those passes, there's really nothing you could do as a goalkeeper there, as you're already way out of position.
She was committed for sure. Nice goal kick. Finds Erlandson. Erlandson just not able to keep it in bounds. We're going to get a throw in for the Panthers. Fulmer plays quickly, looking for Jacob. Jacob, speed and skill, but muscled off the ball. That was a nice job there by number 9, Crawley, muscling Jacob off the ball and winning that and getting back upfield. This ball played through to Maloney. Maloney, she's got so much speed, she causes lots of disruption, and now Steele. She takes a touch. She goes for her left foot, which is her strong foot, but just not able to get power on that one.
Yeah, an interesting decision, letting it rip from there way outside the 18-yard box, and didn't have near the power she would have wanted, just on the ground. And
definitely has the ability to score from there, but not the shot that she wanted. That ball, again, Maloney, she's all over the place in this game. This ball tried to feed it through to Richardson. A nice job between keeper and defense from letting Richardson get to the ball.
Yeah, it's good communication there, letting the keeper know that it's all theirs. And Richardson tried her best, but it's a good gather up.
Butzik now. Butzik just an absolute animal out of the air. Just gets every ball. Again, there's some good communication as the defensemen decide to clear that out, and now it's going to be another throw-in for the Panthers, but a dangerous opportunity again. You feel like the Panthers are just knocking on the door right now, Hayden.
Yeah, that's what they like to do, especially early in the first half. They like to come out swinging, and they're such an aggressive team, which is why they score so many goals, one of the highest goal-scoring percentages in the state.
Fulmer takes the throw, looking for McAllister. McAllister does take this one away. Fed inside from Fulmer to Butzik. Butzik now to Steele. Steele this time gets an absolute rifle. The goalie almost looked like a deer in headlights there.
Yeah, no saving that from Kylie Steele. That cannon of a left leg of hers, and gives Oregon first goal of the game.
Absolutely tremendous goal. A nice assist from Butzig.
Panthers, number 6, Lily Labarge, and number 3, Lila Blasco.
Absolutely brilliant finish from Steele, but also the play to get there was nice. On the floor, short passes. And that's why Butzig was so deserving of that assist.
Yeah, and when you have a player that you know can shoot with such power that Steele does, just finding the plays to get it to her in an open spot and be able to set up a shot is really vital.
Butzig no slouch herself on points this season. That's her 7th assist to go along with 9 goals. She comes in, I believe, 3rd overall on the team in total points. That's ball from McAllister goes over the top. Or not McAllister, rather Rupenthal. Nice clearance there by Ratliff. And now Labarge, who came in off a substitution after the goal. She's playing on the sideline there. Not able to get past her defender, though. Jones now takes that ball away, feeds it inside, finds Fulmer. Blasco came in, which moved, while the Butzig went out, so that moved Fulmer from outside D back into the 6th spot at holding mid. Rupenthal lets that one go over top. Clears it out. It'll be a throw-in for the Spartans.
It's a good defensive play from Rupenthal there. It's looked a little shaky for the Panthers so far. Just a lot of attempts to kick it out of the air rather than composure. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. Which is why I think it was just a good call to play it safe and get it out of bounds so that they could just regroup.
Yeah, give your defense some time to step back and prepare.
That ball taken out of the air by Jones. Didn't see where she put it at first, but reeled it back in. Now finds Rupenthal. Rupenthal off of the foot of the Spartan, and that ball will go into the J.C. Park.
Yeah, the classic ball in the road will be gathered up by a onlooker there.
Nice. Good Samaritan collecting that. Another throw-in. Rupenthal on the far side. Something else I'm paying attention to here, Hayden, you can see Amelia Jacob on her near side here. She's way over on this left side, which is exactly what you want to be. Too many times in these high school games, these players, they just...
It's a beautiful ball there.
And this is why. This is such a great reason why that was such a good play. And that was so tremendously read by Steele in crossing the ball, but Jacob, by giving herself wide space, allowed that play to happen. Too many times, players at this level, they'd love to crunch the middle, and that wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, you don't want to be sucked into where the ball is going. And Jacob does such a great job, as you mentioned, getting space, and she does that the entirety of the game.
Blasco not able to save that one. It's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in for the Panthers. But Jacob then able to turn that into a really quality shot on goal.
Yeah, just nice footwork. A little step over, set up her right foot. She was looking for that near post, but just didn't quite have the power, and it was a good save by Ratliff.
Absolutely. Erlandson now. That throw-in intercepted by Derricks, headed out of bounds, and Erlandson's going to get another opportunity at it. Looking for movement. Throwing it in. She saw number 22 there, Mitby, running. Not able to get it to her. Popped up in the air. Reese McCabe comes off her line and collects. She wants to play quickly as she saw Richardson. Richardson with a great head to Jacob. That was tremendous play there. Jacob now with a touch. Absorbs that hit well as she gets around her defender and not able to get past that last defender. But you see so much confidence and skill building in this freshman.
Yeah, just such great skill and footwork when the ball is on her foot, and really knows what she wants to do right as she gets it.
And she really, when she's running, she almost looks like she's gliding. It'll be fun to see as she gets a little more muscle, a little more maturity, just how much of a dominant player I think she's going to become.
Here's another ball over the top from Steele over to Jacob.
Steele to Jacob. This ball placed out, and it is going to reach the end line. It's going to be a corner kick.
Yeah, and that's sometimes the reward you get from a nice through ball. There's Steele again over to Jacob. She's really just been a powerhouse on this near side for the Panthers.
Absolutely. This corner kick over on the fire hydrant corner there. Looks like, I believe it's going to be Labarge that takes this. Waits for her team. Waiting for a Memorial player to fix some of her gear. She indicates. That ball never got off the ground for her, but she's going to get another opportunity. And this one gets in the air. Good cross through everybody, but Spartan's able to clear. Jerks kind of forced that one inside and caused a turnover there. I think she had Blasco wide open to her left.
Yeah, and that's what communication will do for you. Is
that ball goes over the top, but Jones was able to recover. Now Jerks takes a touch in. That was really nice team defense. Butzig now. She puts it into the corner. Jacob, she takes it right off of the defender. A nice step over. Crosses in. Had a streaking Labarge coming for her. Jacob is just, that was such tremendous play there. She took it right off of Crowley's foot like it was nothing.
Yeah, she knew exactly what the defender wanted to do with that. She was going to try and go inside and do a little pass back, and Jacob read that like a book.
Absolutely. Love the way that the Panthers are changing the flow and using those crosses to catch Memorial off guard.
Yeah, that's what's made this offense so dominant this year, is just their way to score and set up plays from really anywhere on the field.
Now Richardson, she beats her defender. She's going to get something off, and a nice interception on that cross. Rupenthal outside, Labarge. Labarge gets a touch. Tries to get the ball across, but doesn't have the curve on it. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, just got a little unlucky there with the connection just off the right side of the foot, and goes out for a goal kick. Gives the Spartans a little bit of time to collect.
Ratliff indicates. Butzig there. Heads it down. Richardson takes a touch. She gets a cross in. Not able to get there. Butzig, nice job and an absolutely brilliant, what I'd call an indoor soccer goalie save.
Yeah, save with the knees there. That's a great job getting low from Ratliff.
Nice job there shielding. Ball goes out of play. Throw in Panthers. Now Blasco doesn't find Jacob. Tic-tacs around. And now Jacob on her foot. Taken away this time by Crowley. It goes out of bounds. I think that Jacob is literally worn out and needs a sub. You can read her body language. The heat out there and the number of long runs she's had, she needs a sub. And I don't know that Coach Mitchell is recognizing that right now.
Yeah, it's tough, especially because he is on the complete opposite side of the field, an opposite corner from Jacob. But yeah, you could see slouching over when
hands on hips, just absolutely dog tired right now. That ball gets through to Labarge. And it's going to be like that on a day like today when it's this hot and there's not a lot of wind.
Yeah, you could say almost it would be the battle of the subs. Who can bring on the better help for their team?
That ball goes out of bounds.
And who obviously has the most endurance.
Absolutely.
Memorial number 11, Reagan Weir.
We're about 20 minutes into this first half. The Panthers hold a 1-0 lead on the Tingles Graphic Design scoreboard. We get another substitution for the Spartans. Ratliff takes. Gets decent distance on it. Blasco goes under the player. Erlinson heads it out of bounds. Blasco going to throw. Trying to get it over the top to Jacob, not able to get there. This ball gets to Erlinson, and she places a brilliant ball. And that one went to number 15, Rausch. Ariana Rausch had her opportunity and had the advantage. Just couldn't break away from the defense and kind of just let a shot go a little early, I think.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a great play. You could almost say it was a breakaway attempt, and Spartans just got a little bit on the unlucky end of that.
Panthers lucky that she didn't have Maloney-like speed. Jacob tried a little back heel, didn't work. It's going to go out of bounds. It'd be a throw-in for the Spartans. We do see 3 Panthers waiting to come in.
I believe it went off a Spartan player, which is why the...
It actually did. I had a very good angle on that, Hayden, and it actually did clip off the back heel of Jacob. That was a good call.
Yeah, it's a good eye from the AR. And subs will come in for the Panthers.
Memorial had a sub, so now the Panthers are able to get their sub. And so you'll get 3 new players in. Jacob will finally get her rest. Kent, who I thought last game showed a lot to us.
Absolutely. That was one of the shining moments for the Panthers, was getting to see some of the players that maybe hadn't had much varsity experience or time this season, but really a lot of them came to play.
Under WIA rules, and when the temperature is at a certain temperature, which it is today, they will stop halfway through each half for a short water break, which is what we're going to see now. And because we're going to get that water break, we're going to get an opportunity to thank our sponsors that make these events possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. And of course, Tingle's Graphic Design, our scoreboard sponsor, where it does show Oregon 1, Spartans nothing. They help businesses stand out with affordable marketing and website solutions. We do also want to mention that you don't want to miss another Panther Sports broadcast, so subscribe to our YouTube channel today. Join our over 4,800 subscribers and enjoy the hundreds of local events we stream every year. As Hayden informed of us last time, that number is over 300 events every year that OCA Media is able to stream and keep the community and everybody really around the world able to enjoy. We've had viewers as far away as Europe and Australia and everywhere in between.
Yeah, it's really special what we have here at OHS for OCA Media, and the fact that it can really do any events, sporting events, community events, really anything going around in and around Oregon.
Absolutely. Players get that water break, and well deserved. And everybody's gonna re-enter the field of play here as we are at 21-41 in the first half. So that was a very appropriate time to get that water break in. Panthers 1, Memorial Spartans 0. WIA regional final in the state playoffs. Erlinson takes the throw, gets over the top of Mitby, and also gets over the top of Derricks. Derricks looked to clear that out, but went off of Mitby, and it's going to be a goal kick. McCabe, she's seeing something. She's running over to the far side of the field. She thought maybe she could catch Memorial a little off guard, but they recognized and were able to get over there quickly.
Yeah, and it's really just been about who's more ready for the play that's coming up. And at the moment, it's been the Panthers, as the scoreboard shows, but Spartans have really been pretty strong on defense.
As I mentioned before, that is Ashton Kent, number 19, up at the top. Ashton, a freshman, played on JV the entire season until this playoffs and got really a good amount of playing time against La Follette and really showed that she belongs on the field.
Yeah, she really had some shining moments and moments of brilliance, as Mitchell has noticed, as she's starting up front off the bench.
Absolutely. Players like Kent, who is a freshman, Jacob, who is a freshman, McAllister, who's a sophomore, Labarge, who is a sophomore. I mean, so much talent still in the pipeline for the next several years to come.
Yeah, and also the two top scorers, Richardson and Steele, both juniors, so they're going to be coming back next year. So Oregon really has a lot to look forward to this year and even next year.
Absolutely. That ball looked to play through by Derrick's, not able to get there. Fulmer, she saw Steele out of the corner of her eye, but she didn't see number 10 standing there waiting to intercept. Nice job by Brace reading that play. Now Rupenthal. She tries to play it into Steele, not able to get there. You can see that the Memorial Spartans, they actually have a player shadowing Steele this whole time. It's going to be difficult to get her the ball, and you can see why. She's got the first goal of the game.
Yeah, not a bad strategy, especially since this Spartan team just played the Panthers a few weeks ago, and they're going to know what they need to work on.
McCabe says, move up, we're punting this one. And a great punt it is. That one sails past midline over the top of everybody. Now Steele. She finds Kent. Kent tries to place outside to Maloney. Just didn't get it quite wide enough. Trying to thread that needle. Now this ball goes over the top. Jones able to clear it out, and it looks like it's going to stay in, Hayden.
Yeah, it will stay in just by the corner flag, and good to learn this by Rupenthal to go and track that one down.
Absolutely. Jones was under heavy pressure by Roush. She was coming hard and fast, so good job just getting that out of danger. Rupenthal now up to Kent. Kent with a touch. Being held. Looked like interference from these eyes, but nevertheless, play on. Now Steele. Steele with a great ball. It gets through to Richardson. Richardson's got time. She's going to look to play it through. And a nice little, that was a cheeky little play by McAllister. It just accidentally went into the hands of Ratliff.
Yeah, that's perfect play. Steele to Richardson to McAllister, and Richardson seems to be hobbling here. Maybe caught the ball a little not cleanly there.
She has kind of got a little bit of a hitch in her giddy up right now.
Yeah, and that was a good play by McAllister, getting a touch on that. Just didn't quite have the spot on the net picked out, and it's just an unfortunate play.
Looks like maybe she just twisted her ankle a tiny bit is the way that her gait looks, and trying to just walk it off right now, I think. Now Kent. She gets the ball. She's going to place it over the top to Maloney. You can tell Richardson just doesn't have it. I think that she's going to indicate she needs a sub. And she does. Coach Mitchell is going to get 3 new players in, and one of them is going to come in for Richardson.
And Jacob comes back on for Richardson. So
walking very gingerly right now.
Yeah, just going to have that checked out on the sideline, make sure she's good to go. Panthers just going to be hoping that it's an injury that just goes away in a few minutes.
Hopefully maybe just a little bit of a stinger down low. Maybe the trainer can take a look at that, maybe even get her wrapped up and stable so she can get back in there, because she's been playing a great game so far.
Yeah, very important to this Panthers offense, and many of the through balls from Steele have gone to her.
Now we're going to get a throw in for the Spartans. Gets over the top. Jones intercepts. Bootsig plays back to Derrick's. Derrick's looking for Kent. Kent gets pushed off the ball, but recovers and does a nice job of keeping that one from getting upfield. Now Bootsig. Bootsig is able to ricochet that one as well. Blasco That's an unforced error that you can't have in the later rounds. Hopefully they'll get that ironed out. This ball controlled by Memorial. Inside. That's Barnard. Barnard down to number 14, Williams. Williams got lots of space. She's going to use it. Plays it outside. And now this ball finds its way up to Erlandson. That came from Yaley. And now we are going to have a foul called by the center ref.
I believe he called a push in the back there.
Yeah, that's felt there was a little too much aggression there from behind. McCabe will take this one. Such a luxury to have such a good keeper who can do all facets of the game as a keeper.
Yeah, really came in as a freshman. Coach knew that she's going to be important to this Panther team, and she's been starting all 4 years.
A rare all 4-year starter as a keeper. That ball played up to Jacob. Jacob, fresh off her rest in water. Not able to get that one through. That ball played up the line to Erlandson. Cleared out of bounds by Blasco. Throw in for the Spartans.
That's a smart play. Just lets the Panther defense collect. Just all about keeping the composure and really not panicking no matter what ends up happening.
And not giving up the corner. So important.
Yes, especially with a team that is this strong.
Nice collection by McCabe. McCabe plays quickly. She saw Maloney up there. Now Maloney plays quickly and finds Kent. So much trust already in a freshman. Finds its way inside to steal. Now Jacob right off the crossbar, and Maloney on the back door for the rebound over the top. Oh my goodness gracious.
What an unfortunate series of events for the Panthers. That was a great strike from Jacob. Just hits the crossbar, and then Maloney has the entire goal to go for and just gets right under the ball and sends it over. Panthers are going to want that one back.
She's going to have nightmares on that one, Hayden. But really, you can't beat what a great opportunity that was. This ball now played by Ratliff. Intercepted briefly by Kent. Maloney tries to play it back. Not able to get there. Erlandson takes a touch. Plays it out wide. That was a nice job there on the far sideline by the Spartans. A little surprised on the overturn there.
Yeah, I wonder if just caught a deflection right at the end off the Spartan player, and that's why it's Panther throw.
I believe that's Greta Thompson that took that throw. Greta, another underclassman, getting some playing time. What a great ball. This one's through. Jacob is there. She's got speed. She's got composure. Absolutely tossed down from behind. Panther sideline screaming for a call.
Yeah, that's 50-50 there on if it's a PK or not, as Jacob didn't get the final touch at all. It took way too long to pull the trigger.
This time the Panthers do get the call. Derricks. Referees are instructing Derricks on where to place the ball.
Hey, gentlemen, knock it off.
over the top. And now Kent not able to get there, but Jacob is. Now that ball ends up going to a Memorial player and ends up going out of bounds, but the composure and the touch with what the intent was there from Jacob, that's high-level stuff.
Yeah, it's very tough, especially that one being popped up in the air. It's tough to bring it down there, so if the Panthers can keep these on the ground, just knowing when to pull the trigger, and a foul called the other way now.
We're seeing the referee blowing a lot of whistles now. I was going to mention early on, this game has a physical nature about it that we didn't see the first time around.
Yeah, and really that's what makes these playoffs so fun to watch, is both teams always come to play. There's a lot at stake. Anytime that you can put in a rough challenge, it's going to happen.
We're going to get a hockey line change here for the Panthers with 5 new players coming in. We do want to thank our sponsors, the Village of Oregon, the Oregon School District, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Eats Catering, and Wisco Industries. And, of course, Tingle's Graphic Design, our scoreboard sponsor, where it still shows Panthers 1, Memorial Spartans nothing.
Yeah, and if you ask me, feels like it should be 3-0 by now with the chances that the Panthers have had in front of net.
I couldn't agree more, Hayden. The possession and opportunities definitely indicate a score that should be larger, but that plays into Memorial's favor. As long as they can keep hanging around, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's not from a lack of Spartan defense here, as they've been playing exceptionally well.
That ball goes out of bounds. Erlandson not able to control. Lang now, who's in the game for the Panthers, she looks to play it over the top to Endress. Also in now. And that's Erlandson taking that ball away, but Cameron Lang there. This ball booted downfield. Jones plays it upfield, intercepted. Number 6. And now we're going to get a stoppage in play as the ball goes out of bounds. Erlandson was sitting on the ground. Don't know if she had not sure. Looked like an injury of sorts, but just not sure what happened. All of a sudden she was just sitting down and not getting up.
Yeah, I didn't see any hit there or anything that would indicate an injury, but sub does come in for Spartan players, so I'll have to hope that everything's all right.
This ball upfield. Now Rupenthal. That ball out of bounds in favor of the Panthers.
That was a funny one there. Is a moment of everyone pointing in different directions. Which way that should go. Been quite a few close ones.
Great interception by Bootsick. She has such a knack for taking those away. Gets tied up with the Memorial Spartan, not able to get her cross off because she had Jacob wide open on that if she had been able to connect. Rupenthal takes the throw. Finds Endress. Endress trying to get that flick over but for the overlap, but not able to connect, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Spartans.
Almost a great play.
A little over 3 minutes left in this first half. We're going to get a handball. Nothing overtly intentional, but Bootsig got her arms flailing away from her body, and it's an impossible call not to make.
Yeah, it's a very tough break there for the Panthers. They're starting to build a little bit, but now it's going the other way with the Spartans here.
Nice header there by McAllister. Finds Endress. Endress looking for Jacob. Jacob, she's trying to put that over the top. And still getting a nice play on the ball, but too much on her pass. That's going to go all the way up into Ratliff's awaiting arms.
Yeah, Jacob tried to make a play there with the header. Didn't quite get the power, and so had to chase that one down. And then
Bootsick getting that one out of the air.
Yeah, a lot of balls being tossed pretty high in the air here. Pretty tough to keep them down, and great attempt
pressure
here. Yeah, great job by McAllister keeping the ball on the Spartan end, and goes out for a goal kick.
Nice job there by Jacob. Also a nice job there by LaBarge as well. Really pressuring the ball hard. And now Steele's going to come back into the game after a little bit of a rest so that she can finish off the first half here with a couple minutes left. Ratliff takes a goal kick, intercepted by Lang, down to Butzig. Butzig into Steele. Steele trying to keep control, just too many Spartans there. Jacob trying to intercept that pass, just showing quick feet, not able to control it though, goes out of bounds. We'll get a goal kick for the Spartans.
Yeah, and the Panthers are trying to keep it on the near side. Haven't had too many attempts from the far side since Maloney in the beginning of the game.
This ball finds its way to Endress. Endress, she pops it over. She's trying to take advantage of a keeper that was out of position. I like what she was thinking.
Yeah, that's such a smart play. The keeper far off her line and really could have gone poorly quick for the Spartans.
It was a good read, and it wasn't a bad touch. It was just the tiniest of margins too hard.
Yeah, and that's really just all that separated these teams, just fine margins. Just a few feet on certain shots, and could be a very different scoreline.
Ratliff intercepted by Jacob. Jacob not able to control. This one clips off the top of the head of Jones to Rupenthal. Rupenthal outside, too hard. Throw in Spartans. Just under a minute to play. Panthers in control. LaBarge finds the corner. Endress streaking, trying to get to it. Fights hard, does end up winning it. Takes a nice touch in. Tries to clip that. That ball goes out of bounds. No, it doesn't. It does stay in bounds. The Memorial Spartans are able to keep that. Endress had two players against one in the box. Almost had a great opportunity. They're not able to deliver, though.
Did such a great job with the fake cross there to then take it inside, and this half's going to come to an end in the Spartan half.
Spartans do control. The last second attempt rolls into Ratliff, and that'll bring the halftime to an end. That is the end of the first half. The Oregon Panthers up 1 over the Memorial Spartans in this WIA Regional Playoff Final. Before we get into talking about that first half, we do want to thank our sponsors one more time. Our sponsors, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Eats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. We'd also, of course, want to thank Tingle's Graphic Design, our exclusive scoreboard sponsor, helping businesses stand out with affordable marketing and website solutions. OCA Media is your local source for information and entertainment, from award-winning content produced by our staff to event coverage like this. OCA Media, Oregon's very own community access television. Again, if you can let us know if the ability to help is there, please visit our website at ocamedia.com or contact Paul at ocamedia.com. Hayden, we come to the close of the first half. Oregon really dominant in really all facets of the game, but the scoreboard only reads 1-0.
Yeah, very surprising if you have been watching the game in its entirety so far to see the scoreline of just 1-0. And the Panthers have had quite a few attempts. They've hit the crossbar. They've had open looks and have soared them over the crossbar. So just keeping their shots on target, I think, is just really the key to success this game.
Absolutely. I'm sure that they'll be talking about maybe just finishing a few more of those opportunities at halftime, which we will go into a halftime break here. For Jeff Rohrer Hayden Lohrentz. We'll be back in a few minutes with the second half. Welcome back, soccer fans, to the second half of this WIA regional final between the Madison Memorial Spartans and your hometown Oregon Panthers. Panthers up 1-0 on the Tingles graphic design scoreboard as we get underway. That ball played out into the Panther defense. Nicely played there by Fulmer. That ball is going over the top. Or rather, Blasco, I should have said. That wasn't Fulmer. Fulmer's in the middle of the field. That ball taken away. And you just can't have that. Just again, maybe getting a little bit of luck there as the Spartan player not able to get a full foot on that ball.
Yeah, you can't be having that when you haven't had many opportunities in general on goal.
And I don't have a 17 on our roster, so I'm not really sure who that was, Hayden.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of the players don't quite have them on the roster, so apologies if we don't get to name your daughter here today.
That ball over the top. Nice flick there by Steele. Love that play. And that ball, that was a hard foul. Players and coaches wanting a card on that one. Not going to get it.
Yellow is shown now.
Oh, it is going to be a card. That was an awfully slow card. But nevertheless, they end up getting it.
Yeah, it was a very hard hit there. Was surprised that it wasn't a yellow straight off the bat, but it is better late than never, as they say.
Yeah, perhaps it was always going to be one, and this ref just likes to take his time. Ball played in on goal. Misplayed, and it's going to go for a corner kick. Nice ball there by Richardson. Or that's actually Steele. Steele taking that one with her right foot. That was impressive, as she is naturally left-footed.
Yeah, strung off both ends, and
she's going to take this one now. That ball curving in. And that was right on net, too. Great ball. Not able to finish. Nice job there in net. Now, Erlinson. Plays it over the top. Taken away by the Spartans. Nice touch inside. Spartans still control. Now Panthers collapse. Rupenthal right into a Memorial player, but now we got Steele. Steele, tremendous ball over the top. And this ball found its way to Richardson. Richardson, she still got it. And she tries to take a swing at it. And I think when she swung and missed, I think she pulled something.
Yeah, laying on the ground now, stretching out her leg. Getting back up now.
Good sportsmanship there by the Memorial player. She kicked that out of bounds intentionally. And allowing Richardson to be able to come off the field. This is going to be a throw-in for the Panthers. Throws over the top, throws it right to a Memorial Spartan. Spartans now control. Good read there by LaBarge. This one upfield towards Steele. Steele has it. She's got control. Looking for Maloney. Maloney's got it through. just ahead of her. She's doing a great job and she takes it away again. And that is going to be a corner kick.
Great play by both players there, Maloney and the defender of the Spartans. Maloney fighting between two Spartan defenders and coming out with the ball and wins her team a corner.
Absolutely, and tremendous opportunity. This one now going to come from the left side. This is Steele's strong side. Indicates, serves towards the top. Bootsick gets a head on it, but not able to get it on frame, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Spartans.
That's another corner for the Panthers. Didn't quite go how they wanted. Weren't able to get a solid head on it, and now the Spartans get another goal kick. They've gotten quite a few that have really been able to let them settle in, and when the Panthers are mounting a lot of pressure, just slow the game down.
Am I crazy, Hayden? Does it look like Ratliff changed into a penny rather than jersey? Maybe the heat was too much for the long sleeves.
Yeah, I would imagine that is exactly what happened here as Maloney, still fighting for the ball, goes down.
Again, as I mentioned, a much more physical game today than we saw a couple weeks ago.
Yes, the Spartan players have really come to play here, really want to leave it all on the field, which is, in the playoffs, it's exactly how you want it.
Little bump from Bootsig. Yeah, you know, I think, as they say, bumping is racing.
Yeah, it's always going to be a tough one when the call is always going to come in with a bump from behind.
Good call by the referee there. Wasn't malicious or tight, but it was a good call. Maloney trying to maintain possession. Now Bootsig. And again, Bootsig's going to get called for interference, and that's a good call because she made no attempt to play the ball at all.
Yeah, it's a great call by the ref, especially since that one isn't called all too often. But Bootsig did hold a player to try and allow her teammate to get the ball there, so it's a good call by the center ref.
Ball served in, headed out. And now Labarge looks to play it up line, out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for the Panthers as it did go off the defense. Now this ball finds its way to Steele. Steele plays it in. That was for McAllister. McAllister found Maloney. Now finds its way back. And oh my goodness gracious, you can see the look of frustration on McAllister's face as that shot ricocheted off the keeper. That was the juiciest rebound ever, and you can see McAllister was just trying to play it softly into the net with an angle. She didn't try to blast or anything, but she just puts it right back to the keeper.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where you're too afraid to miss, and you end up coming up with something that ends up having you miss in the end anyway. So tough break for the Panthers and a break for the Spartans again as here the Panthers come the other way.
Great feed there by Bootsick into Steele. Steele trying to bull her way through and does get through and gets a shot off, but it goes over the top. It did go over the top, but Hayden, that's another one where we've talked about before. She's able to get so much power without even hardly getting a step into the ball.
Yeah, just a nice turn to the outside onto her left foot and pull the trigger. That one just got way too much on it, leaned back quite a bit there, and that's why it soared over.
This ball taken by Ratliff. Intercepted by Maloney. Maloney in, finds Steele. Steele gets a left foot on it, blasts it wide. You can tell they're knocking on the door again, though.
Yeah, Panthers are doing a great job. They know they've had quite a few opportunities that should have gone their way that didn't, but they're not letting that deter them in any way. They're really keeping on the pressure, and you're thinking one of them will go their way soon.
And you really feel like they need that second goal because the longer the Spartans hang in there, anything goofy can happen.
Yeah, it's getting that insurance goal, they call it, and it's always one of the hardest to get, but if you do get up 2-0, it can really help your momentum.
This one cleared up the sidelines, goes out of bounds, throwing for the Spartans. Nice header there. Goes to Steele to Butzik. Butzik plays it over the top. She wants Maloney. Maloney is there. Maloney just using her speed and skill. She finds it. She tries to get the cross, and she was looking for Labarge, but it goes off of the defender and into the awaiting arms of Ratliff.
Yeah, it's a good defensive play. Maloney didn't have many options there. Tried to go for the shot.
Butzik, again, Butzik really the unsung hero of this team, if you ask me. She does so many important things in the middle of the field.
Yeah, very strong midfielder, really keeps the play under control and directs the field of play of setting up attacks for the Panther offense.
That ball, when it was tried to cross, it went hard into number 5. That's Brooklyn Holler for the Spartans, and she went down, and you can see she's in pain. Shaking her arm out. I think that ball just went hard right into her.
Yeah, and that's always going to be a hard one to take, no matter where on the field that is or no matter where on the body it is. It's always going to hurt, and it looks like she's shaking out her arm.
She'll get a substitution as they walk off the field. We hope you're enjoying the exclusive broadcast of Panther Sports and OCA Media. Consider joining our family of sponsors who make these programs possible. Show your support. Become a sponsor today. Just go to ocamedia.com or send Paul a note at paul@ocamedia.com. Rupenthal waiting to get the signal to throw and for the clock to restart. Rupenthal take this throw. She's looking the sidelines, looking to get to Maloney. Maloney, a nice touch. Finds Butzik. Butzik, what a header over to Steele. Steele gets the shot off, goes off a defender. We're going to get a corner kick.
That's such a great play by Butzik, getting the header down with enough pace that it sets up a shot from Steele, and Steele hit that one off balance and still managed to get a good contact. And
when I use the word unsung hero, it's plays like that, Hayden.
Yeah, and you see he's just such a good playmaker, sets up so many plays for the Panthers, and really is one of those players that it might not show it on stat boards. It does show it on the assists, but really does more than anything you could track.
Yeah. I mean, she does have some stats, but not all the way where you like think of her, so to speak, along the sides of Richardson and Steele because of their enormous point totals. But a solid 9 goals, and today she picked up her 7th assist, so 16 points on the season. No slouch. But those aren't what make her the player she is. It's the defense. It's the aerial wins. It's the little tiny plays like that don't always show up on a stat sheet. That ball gets served in, and there she is again. Gets the head on that one. Not able to get it through. And then there she is, as we were talking about her, with her 10th goal of the season, Ava Butzik.
Right on cue.
As we were talking her up, she delivers.
Whole team comes over to celebrate her, and much-deserved goal for Ava Butzik gives the Panthers the 2-0 lead now. They finally found that second goal that they've been searching for.
Absolutely. And what a play. That was tremendous. And like you say, well-deserved after all the hard work that she's done everywhere else on the field. That goal comes at the 51-54, so almost the 52-minute mark of the second half. That's Butzik puts the Panthers up 2-0 on the Tingles graphic design scoreboard. That's Niemeyer now. She's on the field for the Panthers. Gets that one taken away. Nice anticipation there by Derricks. Derricks puts it up over. Derricks another sophomore, by the way, Hayden, that we didn't mention before. In a way, it feels like she's been playing forever.
Yeah, really, she plays like that, and that's the reason why it feels like she's been on the team for a while, is she plays with a lot of confidence, a lot of composure. She knows what she wants to do with the ball. That one's a misplay by Rupenthal, and that will be a foul.
Easy call for the ref on that one. This ball will come over.
That's good there, 8. That's good there.
This is going to be number 8 for the Memorial Spartans. This is Michaela Campbell. She gets this one all the way in on goal. Goes over the top bar. Looked dangerous from our angle, but you could tell by the body language, Reese McCabe, it was never in doubt.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice taking a shot from that far out. You can sometimes catch the goalie sleeping, but McCabe all over that one.
McCabe will take the goal kick. Serves it upfield. Ricocheted back in by the Spartans. This is Blasco fighting for position on the far end. She gets pushed from behind. And that's an easy one because she got the Memorial Spartan. She pushes her way, and you can see the arms extend from her body. That just it's that type of visual that makes it easy for a ref.
Yeah, it's always going to be called there, and it's a tough one for the Spartans, especially since they had it deep in the Panther end, but Panthers are going to take that one all day.
The equivalent of a goal kick there, basically. Goes up the sidelines, goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Spartans. We're going to get a quick substitution there for the Spartans. That'll come in. Throw in for the Spartans, finds feet. Butzig intercepts, taken away. It's number 17 for the Spartans. No. Nice job by Steele. And Steele had Jacob on the sidelines, just couldn't get that fed through. Not able to get that call. The call is going to be a bit of a delayed direct kick. Looks like Campbell will take this one for the Spartans from that side of the field. Had a nice service before, just went a little too far in net. This one doesn't get the air on it. Comes back. Nice strike by number 10, Maureen Brace, but ricochets off the defense, comes right back to her, and then she puts it over the top.
Another good play for the Spartans goes to waste, but the AR in the center will be talking here. Don't know if they saw anything here.
Yeah, I have no idea what is going on.
This is a goal kick. I wonder if they were talking if they saw anything like a PK in there. Could have been possibly a handball. It looks like that's what they were trying to talk about. I don't know.
Maybe thinking that off of the initial shot that we talked about from number 10, that they thought that maybe there was a handball. But when you get a shot with that kind of velocity, even if it doesn't incidentally hit a hand, it doesn't make it a handball if there was no intent to play it with the hand.
Yeah, and that's a rule that they've been refining over the years of what makes a handball, as it does happen quite often through deflections and other things. Could gather it by Reese McCabe there.
But if the player's hands are basically by their body, they don't really make a move to try and play the ball with their hand, it's pretty tough to get that call. That was the difference in that earlier handball where the player's hand was way away from their body. That ball played too deeply by Erlandson. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the Panthers. McCabe will take this kick, as she does pretty much take all of them.
Yeah, that's really a special thing at this level, is it allows you to keep more of your players upfield, as sometimes teams will have one of their defenders come back and take it, which takes out an option on the field to kick to. So
McCabe looking for Richardson, or I'm sorry, Steele. Steele does track that one down. And now we have a player down again. I believe it was another situation where the ball got kicked. That player's still down. And now There is discretion in sports like soccer where the referee doesn't have to blow the whistle when they're down, but when the ball starts flicking around too close to her and she becomes in danger, then he'll stop the play.
Yeah, and whistle does come in. Player comes up, will have to exit the field as going down.
If he had stopped the play for the injury, the player usually has to leave the field. Yeah, the referee's trying to tell her, you can't stay on. We stopped the play for you. Time to come out. And because of the way this works, Panthers are actually able to get their substitutions on the field as well.
Now subs do come in.
A number of players getting an opportunity. Greta Thompson in for the Panthers now. Senior Ashton Kent, the freshman, also in. Panthers are able to get that going.
Yeah, now player will resume with the drop ball. There is the water break, I do believe, in just a few minutes.
It'll come, usually it's the first stoppage after the 60-minute mark. And we're getting about 2.5 minutes away from that. This ball played up the field. That was played up the field there by number 22, Mitby. A little too strong. Throw in. Cameron Lang for the Panthers will take this throw. Looking for Jacob. Gets past her. Rolls to LaBarge. Not able to, or rather, I'm sorry, McAllister, not able to control that. Now the Memorial Spartans control. AR and center ref say no foul.
I got it.
And that ball blocked by McAllister. Out of bounds. Throw in for the Panthers.
Side. Stop the clock. White's got one too many players.
And they're saying that there are too many players on the field for White. And he is right. I just counted. They have 11 field players on the field for Memorial Spartans. Good catch by the AR.
Yeah. Doing it all as the AR, sometimes you have a much better view of the field, so it is much easier to tell, and that's a tough one to get, and so play will be stopped as Spartans have to figure out who they want to take off to be that 12th player to come off.
I think she already went off, if I saw it correctly. Yeah, she's going to the bench now. Referee must have been able to mark that. And a notable notably Richardson not back on the field after looking like she had pulled something earlier in this half. Hopefully she's okay. They'll really need her going forward.
Yeah, it is a player that is so vital to this Panther offense. And
this ball now taken by a touch by Kent. Kent trying to get past her defender, just a little too much of a touch, but now Niemeyer takes a touch. She continues. Tries to play to Thompson. Really put Thompson in a tough spot there. And that's a handball. That's an easy call.
Yeah, that was right on the hand rather than the arm, and so the Panthers are going to have to rush back here on defense. This one's taken quick.
Scooped up. Panther ball. Ball punted by Reese McCabe. Upfield. Chased down.
Jacob seemed to just fall down there. Not quite sure what happened there.
Sometimes you just get caught up in the grass.
And now the water break will be called.
And we do have the water break. As we head into the water break, we do want to remind you that sponsors make these broadcasts possible. And this exclusive broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you by the financial support of these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. And of course, Tingle's Graphic Design, our exclusive scoreboard sponsor, helping businesses stand out with affordable marketing website solutions, where you do see a score of 2-0. We are at the 60-minute mark of the second half of the Panthers up 2-0 on that Tingle's Graphic Design scoreboard. The second half has been not too different from the first half, Hayden.
Yeah, just one goal in each of the halves for the Panthers, none for the Spartans, and it's not from a lack of tries from the side of the Panthers, you could say. Still quite a few opportunities in front of net, just not being able to find the answers as much as they would have liked. Still getting that one goal, though, by Ava Butzik, and scored in the way that Panthers often do, which is off of a rebound right in front of net. And so just being alert and ready can really just help Panthers find the back of the net as we go into the final 20 minutes of the game.
Absolutely. A really a fun game so far to let you know, to watch so far. This ball is going to be played after the water break as the teams re-enter. It's going to be a throw-in in favor of the Panthers. Cameron Lang throws it in and throws it out.
Sometimes how it goes there.
The Spartans will take this throw. A nice interception there. Well played by Dierks. Finds Labarge. Labarge finds the outside. This is really a great job there by McAllister. McAllister, lots of speed, lots of upside there for an underclassman coming up too.
Yeah, very bright player, always active and on the ball.
Now Steele finds Labarge. Labarge to Kent. And an unbelievably late flag indicating an offsides. They are trailing behind that play massively. Not really sure.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. I could definitely agree with the offsides call there. It was a little interesting to see Kent in such a good position there. Quite quickly, she was in front of the defenders and behind them, so must have been a pretty close offside call there.
Lang now shutting down on defense. Doesn't quite get all the way there, but Jones will be there to help clean things up. Nice little pass out. That was a good safe play by Jones. Good touch by Steele. Well done.
Ooh, many players offsides here for the Panthers if they get a touch. At least, stays on.
That's really interesting. Is I thought the last one was actually closer to onside. That one looked clearly offsides, and there was no call. So, wait, is that what they call a makeup call, Hayden?
Yeah, it does actually happen more than you'd want, at least at this level. And so could say everything's even there with the calls, and Oregon does get a corner off of this one, so if they do score from it, could be quite controversial.
Washes out, I guess. Ball did go out of play. Everything's reset. Corner taken by Steele. Steele, nice curve into the corner. That was good. That was aiming right for Butsik's head. That was a great job by the keeper intercepting that. Lang now back to Dierks. Dierks looks, pops over the top. Ratliff collects. Nice job by Ratliff there.
Yeah, yelled out to her team, I got it, and so everyone backs away, clean gather up, and now looks to set up a attack the other way.
Absolutely. That ball goes out of bounds.
Memorial number 4 tonight, Habib number 14, Ben Williams, and number 19, Deanna Ward.
Couple of substitutions coming on for the Spartans now. Good to see Four back on the field. She had gone down with an injury earlier, so good to see her healthy and back out there for the Spartans. That's Inya Habib.
Yeah, especially for playoff games, you never know when it's going to be your last game of the season, so getting to play as many minutes as possible.
Absolutely.
Now it's going to be foul called here, going the way of the Spartans.
We'll go in favor of the Spartans. Maloney throws it across. And we'll see. Looks like number 5 for the Spartans. Holler will take this. Actually going to give it up to number 14, Williams. Let Williams take this one. This one floats right into Cameron Lang. She pops it out, headed down there by the Spartans. Now it's in danger zone. Good play by Jones, popping it out of there. Good header, finds its way to Maloney. Maloney does a nice job of earning a throw-in for her team. Now,
Bloody nose, it seems.
Ah, yes. Good pickup, Hayden. I was trying to figure out what the whistle was for, and it does appear that one of the players has an injury that needs to be attended to. Any blood coming out has to be stopped before a player can re-enter the field. Greta Thompson will take this throw. A great throw over the top. Kent was there, but able to be cleared by the Spartans' number 10, Maureen Brace. Another excellent throw over down deep. Kent applying pressure. That one taken by Brace. And now Kent. Kent was looking for steal, not able to get there.
It's a great idea by Kent trying to get that one inside, just wasn't able to get the idea, and this is a great throw right onto Kent's foot.
Now Steele and Butzig try to fight for it. Nice touch by McAllister. McAllister looking to play it deep for Maloney. Maloney able to get there. Nice step over. Now Maloney back to Thompson. Thompson's going to take that and cross it. Butzig's going to control. Plays outside Labarge. Labarge has an overlapping Cameron Lang. That was a great overlap by Lang. Gets the cross in. Kent. Now Steele. Steele rifles one right into the midsection of a Memorial defender. That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah, and there's been quite a few of those today.
That's a great job of Greta Thompson listening to her keeper. Her keeper came up for support. Now McCabe didn't quite get what she wanted on that ball, but that was all the right stuff. Kent needs to get that one and just hold it a little longer and let Maloney finish her run before feeding that off.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit afraid on the ball, you could say. Not quite sure, or knew what you wanted to do, just pulled the trigger a little bit too quick there.
That happens when you're a little anxious. That ball finds its way to Jones. Jones not quite able to clear the way she wanted. Memorial has an opportunity, but not before Dierks is able to clear that. And there's Dierks again. Good job there by McAllister. McAllister just showing why she's been earning this playing time. What a great ball by McAllister. Kent is trying to get there. That was a foot race between Kent and the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just winning by inches. Fantastic play by the keeper there. Otherwise, Kent was in. And that one's back. Finds Kent. And a great help defensively for the Spartans. That ball just sitting there ripe for the picking. That's a handball.
Yeah, that was clear handball there, McAllister. But what a great shot by Kent, and what a great save by Ratliff there. Really keeping the score at 2 and really keeping the game in reach for the Spartans.
Referee just allowing that since it's going to be a punt for Ratliff. But you could see it pretty clearly from here. That ball intercepted by Thompson. Really making the most for minutes. That's going to be a foul. It's going to be a jersey pull. And that's going to be that's going to be a kick. It should be a kick for the Panthers. Yep. Steele's like, hey, this is a kick, not a throw.
And Steele's going to take this pretty quick.
She liked what she saw. Put Siggs there. And now Kent not able to get that one reeled in. Nice touch by Derricks. Derricks looking for Maloney, not able to feed it through. Derricks there again, though. Nice job by everyone there. Nice job again. Derricks is just everywhere all of a sudden.
Yeah, playing that defensive role. She looks like she's limping, but every time the ball comes near her, she looks very bright.
Great job by Thompson keeping it in. Yeah, I agree. That earlier play inside the box down deep, I noticed that she came up limping. Now Kent. That was some fancy footwork there.
It's a great in-swinger, too.
Headed out, cleared by Spartans. Spartans, you can tell they're starting to get a little anxious and a little panicky. And nice job by Thompson. Thompson, who really hadn't played until the last 2 games for varsity this year, she's coming in and really showing something.
Yeah, really coming to life in this game.
For the Spartans, Brooklyn Holler and Michaela Campbell.
But again, another underclassman who there's just so much talent and depth in Oregon. Sometimes really good players have to just wait their time.
Yeah, especially with a team stacked like this, it's very tough to get the starting role of the roster, let alone be on the roster for postseason. So each player is going to want to prove why they deserve to be here.
Absolutely, and some people say, well, why wasn't she up here? Well, I've always been of the opinion you got somebody like Rupenthal, who's clearly the starter at that right back, for instance. And she's a little older as well as being a junior. I would rather see a player like Thompson play all the time and get all the minutes on JV and develop rather than sitting on the bench at varsity.
Yeah, and more subs now coming in, though we haven't seen too much this season. Reese Tauschik coming on for the Panthers along with Olivia Andrus.
Rupenthal does a nice job getting that to Andrus. Andrus able to get that flick on that header, placed out of bounds. And now Rupenthal with a throw. Trying to find Steele, not able to get it to her though. Nice job there by number 14, Williams.
Who waited out the $1 special, popcorn and hot dogs now free. While supplies last.
We've got free hot dogs for the crowd now. Everybody's happy.
Well, a little treat for standing out this heat today.
And we're gonna get a free kick here, I think, Hayden.
Yeah, everybody in the box here. This is a very rare occurrence that you don't see all too often.
And it's just going to be just a few feet outside the box, so this is in dangerous scoring territory. And you've got Jacob and Steele over there. We're gonna make a decision, I think, on somebody's probably going to step over this ball and somebody's going to probably kick it.
Ooh, skied that one. Did Steele and
Timing wasn't there. I think they were trying to do that one on the fly. That didn't look practiced.
yeah, no, just a little audible there. Didn't quite know what they wanted, and definitely not the end product they were looking for.
I mean, ideally, you want to take a right-footed shot from there is the reality. And I think Steele tried to force it onto her left foot. And that is going to be a handball, and that is the correct call. That was Maddie Mim, who's on the field now for the Panthers. Panthers up 2-0, but using a lot of the depth on their bench in this game. which bodes well for the next round. That ball pressured by Mim. That was some really nice footwork there by number 5 from the Spartans, Holler. Good challenge by Jones. Strength on strength there. That goes out of bounds. There'll be a throw-in for the Spartans.
Yeah, shoulder to shoulder. That's a good play. Spartans do win a throw now, though, so they will be in a good spot.
About 73 minutes into this game. In the second half, it's 2-0. Panthers on the Tingles Graphic Design scoreboard, and this time that ball got away from Jones a little bit, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Spartans. I believe their first corner of the game.
Yeah, haven't had too much on the Panther half as far as positive play, but now they got a great chance here.
Absolutely. These are always dangerous. This serve does find its way into the box, and McCabe just rises to the occasion and is able to come down with that ball.
And that was a great delivery, too. Very deep, and McCabe reads it perfectly.
It jumped up in between 2 Spartan players.
And that's a great ball.
Tremendous
by Endress.
ball.
Over to Tauschik.
Tauschik now cuts it in. Oh, she tried to cut back with it again. That was a great opportunity. Now Rupenthal. Rupenthal has time and space. She feeds it in.
Oh, gonna be offsides though.
An unfortunate unsides position for Endress there.
Just over 5 minutes left to play, and both the teams with their seasons on the line, all to play for now.
Campbell will take this one for the Spartans. She hits this one upfield. Finds its way to Rupenthal. Rupenthal finds out way to Tauschik. Tauschik keeps it in. Nice slide tackle by Habib there. It's going to be a throw-in for the Panthers. Under 5 minutes to play now. Panthers up 2-0. Endress not able to chase this one down, though. We're going to get a goal kick for the Spartans. Sun going behind a few clouds now.
Danielle Lopez returns from Memorial for the Panthers. Ava Butzik.
Sun going behind the clouds cools it down, and everything's starting to heat up here. So
absolutely, it was getting very warm out there, Hayden. The cloud cover probably welcomed by everybody for as long as it'll last.
Yeah, it's heating up both temperature-wise and on the game, and now we're gonna have a stoppage of play. The ref wants to suspend play.
The referee wants the clock reset to put a little more time back on.
75-30 is what we're at now. We were just a little bit ahead, and so ref wants to make sure that the scoreboard isn't stopping before.
Endress again applying nice pressure. And we're going to get a corner kick.
Corner kick, Oregon.
And this is a specialty of Steele, is getting these left-footed corners.
Yeah, such a vital player to have on your team is the lefty who can take the corner kicks from the near side. And
her ability to take corners on the left side remind me a lot of an old player from the undefeated championship team. Emma Halverson used to take these just like this. That one curves, and that ball is there. And what an amazing job by Ratliff. Completely gave up her body to make that save. That looked like it was going to be a sure goal to me. And Ratliff, unbelievable job being able to cover that up. She went down. She went down hard, but sacrificed her body there.
Yeah, it was a great play, especially right on the goal line. All the Oregon players wanting to force that one in the back of the net, but standing strong was Ratliff.
Absolutely. They stopped the clock for a minute just to let Ratliff compose herself. Really, a lot of kudos to her. Now, that ball trying to split through was Mim, but not able to get there. Now, this ball going hard up the sideline was Erlandson. Not able to get that on frame, though. It goes out of bounds. We're going to get a goal kick. McCabe will take this goal kick for the Panthers.
And this is where you control the game if you are the Panthers. You know you have the lead. You don't want to play too passive. Everything's in your favor.
That ball gets upfield. Tries to find its way to Jacob. Not able to bring it down, though. Goes out of bounds. We'll get a throw in for the Spartans. We're at about the 77.5-minute mark. I mean, we got about 2.5 minutes left here to play. Spartans trying to keep their season alive.
Yeah, and that's always the special part about the last, I'd say, 10 minutes of the playoff games is everybody knows their season's on the line. You just got to play your heart out.
Erlandson plays that off of Fulmer, and this will be a throw-in for the Spartans. This one, the cross gets over. Not able to find feet initially. The Spartans trying desperately to keep control. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Erlandson, she knows she has to play quickly. This throw finds its way in. Nice clear by Butzik. And some good help there by Jacob. Now Tauschik overruns the ball. Memorial's on the counter. And this ball is coming through. Rupenthal says, I'm not going to let a defender beat me.
Yeah, very strong play here as Panthers kick it up the field. That's a great play by Habib.
Absolutely. Endress was down there helping as well. And now Jacob. Jacob surveys. She keeps it in and she makes her way through.
1 minute remaining.
She's making a counter. Now the give and go. Just a little bit too far in front of her, and the defenseman for the Spartans gets there. Just waits a little too long to release it and goes right off of Fulmer.
Yeah, and just didn't quite get the end product there of that last play to the Panthers. Jacob did a great job. This one kicked up and nobody chasing after it.
30 seconds left in this half. Panthers just looking to play it safe, kill the time off, try to keep everybody healthy, and get out of here with a win.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to be looking for. You want to really just control the game, slow everything down so that you are in control, and if possible,
10, 9,
get the clean sheet, which it looks like the Panthers will do here.
Ball crossed over to Tauschik, finds its way to
3, 2, 1.
Mim up to Endress. Endress takes a last-second shot.
And a score this afternoon from Huntoon Field. Oregon Panthers 2, the Memorial Spartans 0. Oregon is your regional champion. They will advance to the sectional semifinal Thursday night here at Huntoon Field to play the winner of Verona and Middleton.
So the Panthers.
Memorial High School, Oregon High School, and the WIA. Thank you for support of high school athletics.
The Panthers take the regional final, winning over the Memorial Spartans 2-0 on the Tingles Graphic Design scoreboard. Hayden, before we get into our post-game recap, we want to make sure that we thank our sponsors. These sponsors are so absolutely crucial to these broadcasts being brought to you. Their financial support means everything. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes considering becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Soulful Marketing, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. We'd also like to thank one more time Tingles Graphic Design as our exclusive scoreboard sponsor, helping businesses stand out with affordable marketing and website solutions. This broadcast of Panther Sports is important to you. We need your help. We rely on you, our viewers, and our sponsors to help continue providing videos like this. Please visit ocamedia.com for more information. You can email Paul at ocamedia.com. and try to become a sponsor today. Greatly appreciated on all of their support. Hayden, the Panthers making their way out to midfield with the regional final plaque, something they've won. I've lost count how many times they've won the regional final.
Yeah, they're going to start to run out of room in the storage room here soon if they keep on getting more of them. But, yeah, it's been quite a bit, and it really just shows you the success of this program and just the continued success that they've had.
We said it before the game. The Panthers beat this team 6-0 not 2 weeks ago, but this is playoffs. It's different. This 2-0 win, tremendous.
Yeah, and it really should have been more, you could say, and that's what the coaches are going to be echoing for the Panthers. They know that this team could have had a lot more, but still coming out with a clean sheet. That's exactly what you want going into sectionals, and that is where the Panthers will head this next Thursday.
Absolutely. Again, this Thursday night right here at Huntoon Field, it'll be the final chance to see the Panthers at Huntoon Field this season, as they'll take on the winner, I believe, of Verona Middleton.
Yep, Verona Middleton, the 3 seed of Verona and 6 seed of Middleton. So two very strong sides. The Panthers beat Middleton 3-0 earlier in the season, and I don't know the result against Verona, but Verona being the 3 seed and the Panthers the 2 seed, you know it's going to be a close matchup if that does come into play.
Well, we know they didn't lose to them.
Yes, the Panthers have not lost to anybody besides Arrowhead, and that was a 5-0 loss. And Arrowhead's one of the top 5 and also best teams in the state. The Panthers, if they win their game in the sectional semifinal, they will have gone without losing a single home game this season.
Let's hope that can happen this Thursday. As we wrapped up tonight on the Tingles Graphic Design Scoreboard, it is the Oregon Panthers 2, the Memorial Spartans 0. This is Jeff Rohrer Hayden Lohrentz and Miles on the camera tonight. We greatly appreciate your help. Signing off, and we'll see you next time.
Curious right away.